Alrighty, so as we move into week 6 attendance, I spent some time reflecting on what we're learning this week and where we ended up with the project for week 5. Because in week 5, I kind of jumped ahead a little bit intentionally to give you some exposure to, well, in this case, hover, but also just in using how we use it class, because we really haven't been formally introduced, although we do get it this week. And also the idea of how we use the box model, right? So in this week, we're going to fix the box model math, and that'll be part of this. So what you're going to do for this one, and I have the instructions up, is we're going to do a code audit. Okay, and this is really good because sometimes we're doing things because the instruction tells us to do that, not completely understanding why. And that is oftentimes the most important thing you walk away with is why are we doing it this way? Okay, because what we're doing through the code alongs and through the project and now through attendance is we're trying to say, okay, here are the skills that you're learning, how do we level up those each week? So this week we're going to do it via a prompt and the AI audit. Okay. So in this case, what you're going to do is you're going to take your HTML and CSS from your week 5 project. I need to add that here. Okay. And then you're going to copy this prompt, right? So I'm a student learning CSS, going to provide it, right? So, and then what it's going to do, it's going to look for some things like some pattern searches, some container checks, and box math, because this is going to be key as you come into understanding the reset and why box sizing on a reset is so helpful. And understanding just first how to look at what we did last week, how to look at the box model in DevTools, and now how to really fix it to make it work for us. Now, in this case, if you used a different class for your call out, then put that here as well. Okay, so what you're going to do is here's your prompt, right? And you'll copy this. And then, like for Gemini, I can just have it put the files, or you could copy and paste your HTML and your CSS from your ending project work, right? And then you're going to interact, right? So the total number of times AI found colors repeated, right? So we'll actually talk about in a minute what you'll actually do on the post, okay? So now that you go through, right? So you're going to have an interaction with it about some things and help me, because the idea is it's going to help you find patterns in the work by answering these questions. And the reason we're bringing these things out is so this week when you learn it, you'll have a better, clear, like, why are we doing these things? Okay. So in this case, did you successfully run the audit, right? Did you provide the specific data requested, right? And did you answer the reflection questions regarding your box width? So what you want to do in here, right, in your reply, so, and this will be included in your reply, is post your audit results as this, is described in here, right? So did you have all those? Now, that's the challenge with giving us your entire chat session, right? Is that it can get rather long. So keep that in mind. Right. So, but remember, the idea is that we're going to actually analyze your existing code before we re-engineer, refactor. Refactor is a very common term we use when we take something that worked in one particular way and we make it still work functionally in the same way, but we use better underlining, in this case, HTML and CSS, and more CSS, right? And so the AI tutor is there to help us see the pattern in there. Okay. So again, what this helps us see is the different starting points everyone is at before we get into week 6, and that's okay. I've often thought of actually doing this to where you had to do a little video, but I understand that can be a little challenging. So I do want to include that at some place. Might we do it in the end? I don't know. I'm also open to feedback on this one. So then so this is how the points lays down. This is from interacting with the prompt, making sure you include this, and then post those in your, so when I grade that, did you post it and did it include all these? And then you do a substantive reply, right? To look at somebody else's audits. Okay, I hope you enjoy this as we move into learning how to engineer and fix some of the issues that came up, possibly it should, and help our understanding level up from the code that we've already written.